Again from Durban. For Loughlin. Kearney. Gregor out on the touchline, and Holder read it early on. Chance here for Swindlehurst, and he must score. 20 minutes in, and Palace go in front. Dave Swindlehurst's first league goal of the season. 1-0 Palace. The crowd of visiting supporters rise to the Eagles. That again. Phil Holder, the intelligence to cut out the intended pass for McGregor, didn't hesitate. The quick ball on for Swindlehurst. He had only the goalkeeper to beat, and he gets the cannon in off the far post. Hayward on, aiming for Bates. Jeffries away. And it's all right for Kemp. He's onside, and there is number 2. Kemp, 2-0 Palace. 26 minutes in. Punishing Shrewsbury for the second time with some slipshot work. Shrewsbury all over the place, and Durban going back to sort his players out now, demanding to know how they let Kemp get in there on a lone run. Mulhern stranded, came out to narrow the angle, and Kemp, as cool as you like, knocks in number 2. Hitchelwood back for Wall. Holder. Evans. And an own goal by Durban. Palace may claim that one for Ian Evans, but in fact, it's got to be against Durban. The ball might have got in the net, but as he tried to kick it away, it goes in. Oh, and here we have a complete streak. Well, it's a warm day for him. If he does try to escape, it could be very painful for him. As Kemp goes again. Collier. Hayward being chased by Jeffries. Looking very much as though he used his arms, and indeed it's given. The penalty given against Jeffries as Hayward was trying to get away from him. And referee Jeff Sewell didn't hesitate for a moment. Derek Jeffries in trouble as Hayward was going past him, stuck out an arm, made contact, and referee Sewell points to the spot. And Dave Collier, scorer of 3 penalties this season, got 1 against Peterborough and 2 against Swindon. Let's see what he does with this one. Sum total of his league career for Dave Collier so far: 4 games and 3 goals, all of them penalties. And Ian Evans is going into the book for arguing with referee Sewell. But now the attention focused on 17 years old Dave Collier against Hammond for a goal. 4 out of 4 for Dave Collier. His 4th goal of the season. Hit hard, solidly, right down the slot. Hammond going to his right, the ball over his head into the roof of the net. Bates against Evans. Turner giving it away, and the ball from Chatterton on for Taylor. Is this his first goal of the season? It is! Peter Taylor, his first goal of the season. Mulhern utterly and completely stranded. So that 1 minute after Dave Collier hits a penalty for Shrewsbury, that 3-goal gap opens up again as Peter Taylor nips in for his first goal of the season. The chap who got 15 last season. Durban then. Collier, watched by the Welsh team manager today, Mike Smith. I think young Collier has improved his stock with the Welsh team manager. And the chance for Kearney. Well. So Palace easing off here in the last 10 seconds of the game. Kearney drags the goal back. It's now Shrewsbury 2, Palace 4. The ball curling about in the Palace box, and for once they didn't pick up their men. And Kearney, who had earlier come up to blast a good header at Hammond, that time tried it with the boot under Hammond, and the second goal for Shrewsbury.
Cameron. Harvey's pushed forward now, down the right wing. This is Potts, though. Cameron again. Here's Harvey. Good 1-2. Coming to Shaw. Number 10, Henson. Quinn. 3 in the middle. Potts was unmarked. And scored easily. Palace just standing there looking at one another and nobody looking at Potts. Kemp now beginning to come into the game more now, David Kemp. And he's brought Johnson into it. Holder comes for the short one. That was Jeffries. Oh, fine effort. Swindlehurst, Jeffries again, and Kemp.
Malcolm Allison in the Panama hat there still searches for a winning permutation after Palace have lost 3 successive league games. And once again a free kick situation to Palace, but no clever tactics this time, just straight to Peter Taylor. Evans underneath it, Swindlehurst, and it's there! No, it's not given. David Kemp put the ball in the net, but on the far side the linesman had his flag up. An infringement, and it doesn't count. Cannon to Whittle. Back to Cannon. That's the goal. Peter Taylor, so simple when it came. The crowd stunned, absolute silence. An interchange on that far side between the overlapping fullback Jim Cannon and Alan Whittle, the ball across quickly, and while the Scarborough defence stood and watched, Peter Taylor turned it into the net. Crystal Palace 1, Scarborough 0. Woodall and Abbey on the near post. Abbey! That's the equaliser. Harry A. Dunn, the man who came on as substitute, takes that corner for Scarborough. Plenty of players in the box, Woodall and Abbey there at the near post, but it's Abbey who gets the touch, and 1-1 the score. Peter Wall. Evans, that's it! Number 6, Ian Evans, puts Palace back in front. But the Scarborough defence really found wanting there, that ball high in the air, and Evans given time. Once again Scarborough perhaps watching the obvious big men and nodding that ball in by the far post. So it's Scarborough 1, Palace 2.
Yet another free kick to Crystal Palace in a dangerous position. They've been getting the corners and they've been getting the free kicks, and they've been piecing their game together much better than Leeds. Peter Taylor's clip. It had to happen sooner or later. Beautifully faced by Peter Taylor. The goal scorer was Swindlehurst, number 10.
Syret. Doing very well there, Dave Syret. And it might go in and has by Stroud. Well, that really was a blow for Crystal Palace. Syret squirming his way on that far touchline, getting along the byline and playing it back. And it was Kenny Stroud who got the touch. Now Evans. Here's Chatterton. Penalty surely. Yes, no doubts about it. Dixon brought him down. The chairman, Raymond Bloy there, praying that something comes of this. Now, if there's pressure there, there's got to be pressure
on the penalty taker as well, and there's got to be pressure on Jim Barron. It's Peter Taylor who's going to take this penalty for Crystal Palace. A chance to blow away some of the anxieties that have been building up. Now, Taylor versus Barron for 1-1, and that's what it is. A big smile from Peter Taylor, relief on the bench as Taylor hits that ball wide of Jim Barron. A perfectly taken penalty, 1-1, and a bit of relief in the director's box as well. Come for Chatterton. It'll come now for Hinchelwood. Oh, saved out! Chatterton! Nicky Chatterton has scored. Oh, there was a touch of luck about that. As Nicky Chatterton, the ball was hit by Hinchelwood. It was only half cleared. It came to Chatterton, and Chatterton whacked it in to put Crystal Palace into the lead. Nicky Chatterton, the scorer, his father, Len Chatterton, the groundsman there, pleased to see his son has put Palace into the lead. Palace 2, Swindon 1. And suddenly, a remarkable turnaround. Laughlin to Stroud. Wall cutting that out. And sticking to it well and finding Chatterton. Touch for Peter Taylor. And rather a muted second half, Peter Taylor. Here he goes now. Cannon. Oh, look at that for a bit of running and a bit of space there for Stuart Jock. Hit low there towards Whittle. Thought about having a shot, thought about playing it back for Chatterton, and that's what he's done! Oh, and what a goal! Well, thumbs up from Dad as Nicky Chatterton scores a tremendous goal for Crystal Palace. The ball came out from him, and he must have hit it from 25 yards with such ferocity that Barron could hardly have seen it. In off the post. Palace 3, Swindon 1. Jump. Evans. Oh, what a good ball there from Anderson, finding Dave Moss. This could be 3-2, but it's not going to be. Oh, it might be yet. He's given a penalty, I think. No, it's a corner. Or is it a penalty he's given? Palace themselves don't seem to know, but he's pointing to the spot. And it's a penalty now for Swindon. Well, Moss brought down by Hammond there. And Keith Stiles has given Swindon Town the chance to get into this game. Jim Barron, I wonder if he'll watch. Palace have persuaded the referee to talk to the linesman, though. Now, what he's going to inquire is whether or not he was inside the penalty area, I imagine, and whether he thinks it was a penalty. The linesman says he thinks it was, and so Swindon get a penalty. Well, can Paul Hammond stop this one? To be taken by Dave Moss. Right. Will it be 3-2 now? No, it won't! Well, the goalkeeper at the other end smiles, a resigned smile, Jim Barron. Lovely wink there from Hammond. And poor Dave Moss, hitting it wide of the post. Anderson Swindon really coming now at them. And here's Syret with a chance that he has taken. Oh, that's 3-2. And Palace are stung by that. I hesitated for a moment because the referee looked at the linesman as Syret went through, and he whacked it past Paul Hammond for a very good goal. Palace 3, Swindon 2. This really is a tremendously entertaining game. With just under a quarter of an hour to go. Laughlin to Stroud. Playing well again now, Swindon. And here's Dave Mossfall. Nice little chip in there to Syret, and he scored! 3-3. Well, Paul Hammond can't believe it. Explanations everywhere as Moss got away again on that wing, costing a lovely little one to the near post, and Syret was there again. Crystal Palace 3, Swindon Town 3.
Britain. Lock. Chelsea with 8 men pushed forward in this attack. Still Lock. Swain to Cook. Good challenge by Whittle and brought away by Chatterton, and Peter Taylor is onside. Being joined now by Chatterton square, but Taylor goes alone and goes well. Oh, it hit the bar! Chatterton's there! Chatterton raises his arms in delight. The Palace supporters celebrate, but all the credit to Peter Taylor. Taylor, who was on the break there, prepared to take them on, went round the back, got a shot at it, crashed against the underside and seemed to come out, and Nicky Chatterton did the rest. So Palace get the all-important first goal 10 minutes before half-time. And Chelsea might well reflect, and I'm sure Malcolm Allison will think so too, that was the first time Palace have really looked dangerous. Although they've played 2 wingers, Chelsea haven't really got to the dead ball line yet. That was Wilkins who fell, and Whittle who benefited. Swindlehurst going through the middle. Here's Taylor again, and Palace now is stretching Chelsea. Chatterton's going inside again. There he is. On again for Taylor. Well, this man may well have won the tie in the space of 2 minutes. Just look at the joy on the Palace faces. Peter Taylor takes Chelsea apart, and Malcolm Allison raises the hat. Taylor this time, the scorer himself, although again he made it really. Brought it inside, got the return from Chatterton, and that low left foot shot beat Benetti. And still the fighting going on the terraces. What a shame that the crowd have spoilt this, because Palace are playing some football now. And the half-time whistle goes. We still don't know the full extent of that crowd trouble behind 1 goal, but it's pretty bad in places, you can see from that. But no doubt at all what's happening on the field. 3rd Division Crystal Palace have snatched 2 goals at the most important time. Peter Taylor making them both, scoring one himself, and Chelsea with it all to do in the second half. Palace's 2-goal lead. Once the hands warmed there by Hinshelwood on a bitterly cold afternoon. This time away by Cannon. Here's Harris. Wilkins! They're appealing for offside, but it won't be given. Wilkins has scored for Chelsea. Just the goal they wanted to get back in the fight, and it comes from the 19-year-old skipper and sends the shed wild. Knocked back in again by Ronnie Harris, and Wilkins, seizing his chance, really lashed that one past Hammond. 1 or 2 Palace defenders thought there was a player offside there, but the linesman and referee went straight back to the centre, And now what a cup tie we've got. Marvellous atmosphere now inside the ground. Hay and Wicks have pushed up for the corner to support Garner in the air. Wicks! Oh yes! What a moment for the 19-year-old defender, he can't believe it! Steve Wicks has equalised. In his first season, he gets a goal he'll never forget. The corner from the right, Wicks up at the far post, and it's 2-2. Palace looking for the set-piece move again. Evans comes in. Just jumped, they'd left back. There's nobody offside. It's an awkward bounce, but Bonetti didn't get it. Cannon came in and hooked away by Ronnie Harris. Whittle now. Knocked off the ball by Bill Garner. Foul. Sombre faces again on the Palace side of the stairs there. Brian Mears still smoking, as he tends to do throughout the match. I don't think either chairman would mind a replay here in the financial position the two clubs find themselves. And it's a replay we're faced with if nobody scores again. But how can you predict that the way this match has gone? The pressure is back on Chelsea and on Peter Bonetti to get his wall right. Whittle standing in it. Taylor! Oh, what a goal by Peter Taylor! And what a one-man performance he's making this for Palace. And no wonder Malcolm takes the hat off again. Palace are back in front. Taylor's second, their third. Swindlehurst ran over the ball, and Taylor coming in behind, chipped beautifully past Bonetti. 13 minutes from the end, and now it's Chelsea 2, Palace 3.
Malone leaving it for Kerr. Towers. Free kick, foul by Holder. A quarter of an hour to go now. Kerr now will take this kick. Is this going to be a problem for Crystal Palace? It's not, because Hammond is there. And look at that for a good throw. Straight into the path of Peter Taylor. Whittle is up with him as well. Taylor taking on Bolton. Moncur getting in behind Bolton. And he needs to. He's going past Moncur as well. There's the cross coming in. Whittle a goal! Alan Whittle! Well, Palace have gone ahead with less than 15 minutes to go. Malcolm Allison was on his feet in the director's box. The whole bench were in the air as well. A tremendous run, starting with the throw from Paul Hammond. A run down that right touchline past two defenders by Peter Taylor. The ball turned inside brilliantly by him. Whittle was there, able to turn into the roof of the net. No chance for Montgomery. Sunderland 0, Crystal Palace 1. And it's all over. Palace have done it. They are into the semi-finals of the Cup. After defending for so long and so well, they got the goal that mattered. Malcolm Allison with his hat has gone back down to the dressing room, no doubt, to get the champagne ready. And Sunderland, who played well and attacked well, and there's a lot of rejoicing going on amongst those Palace players on the field at the moment. Terry Venables going off the bench. Phil Holder full of smiles. There they are, mobbing
The number 9, Alan Whittle, the man who scored it. Paul Hammond, the goalkeeper, who was tremendous. Jim Cannon, defence as well. And Peter Wall going up the tunnel, maybe the best defender on the day for Crystal Palace. A marvellous result for them, taking this third division side as Alan Whittle applauds the Palace supporters who are here. A marvellous day then for Crystal Palace, the third division side going into the semi-final of the FA Cup.
Swindlehurst, that's awkward, that's 1-0, bad mistake, it's Taylor, and here's the free kick. Waters and Boylan and the men there, a 5-man wall, Marley, oh, it must be, Hubbard returns to the first team of the goal, but the man who made it was Marley with a shot from the free kick. Mr. Hackney is in fact looking at his watch. Good flick. Here's Taylor, it's dangerous. Whittle's the only other man up there. Chatterton now moving. Taylor going round the defence. A shot. Oh, what a goal. What a last-minute winner. What a way to win a match.
By now, it's a wonderful atmosphere outside with banners at both ends of the Stamford Bridge ground. I can't remember seeing quite so many banners at a semi-final game.
Takes this throw for Southampton with just over a quarter of an hour to go. Shannon nodding it back for Gilchrist. Osgood, Gilchrist, hit well, goal!
Has made the breakthrough that it seemed would never come, with just over a quarter of an hour to go. A low right-wing drive, Paul Hammond a little bit late going for it, into the back of the net. Southampton 1, Crystal Palace 0. And maybe those dreams are fading, and the chairman looks at his watch, and he knows there are now 15 minutes left.
Evans. Wall begging for it. Shannon on the break. Down he goes. And I think it's a penalty, is it? Penalty given. Or not? No, it's not. Thought for a moment he was running to that penalty spot. The linesman has come quickly onto the field to show that it was just outside. No, he's given a penalty. He's given a penalty. So, David Peach will take this penalty. And this really is the moment where he could settle everything now for Southampton. Peach versus Hammond. 2-0. Well, tremendous scenes of jubilation there from Southampton as David Peach, I would have thought, now puts Wembley beyond the dreams of Crystal Palace. Ian Turner has shaken the hands with his fellow defender, Mel Blythe. A penalty that he hit fairly straight, but he hit with such power into the back of the net. Certainly Crystal Palace, it's got to be said, have brought a romance and excitement again to the FA Cup this season. But their day looks to be done now, as the referee again looks at his watch. And it's all over, and Southampton are through to Wembley, with goals by Paul Gilchrist, the man who only came on at the last moment, and David Peach from the penalty spot.